Alright, I'm back to do some more work on my cabin. Today I'm hauling in treated plywood for the floor. Get to do it the easy way, as you can see. And if anybody's paying incredibly close attention, you might notice that I'm using a little bigger boat today than usual. Shout out to my father-in-law for that. So the other one's a little small for plywood and really wouldn't handle it very well. So I've got 8 sheets in here right now, which is, or check that 7 sheets, which is half of them. I need 14 for my floor. So it'll be 2 trips, about 45 minutes each way. So it takes a while, but it's pleasant enough. And here I've got all of my plywood hauled in and unloaded, and that's actually everything I accomplished today. It's pretty full day of getting here and loading and unloading plywood, and almost 3 hours of travel time on the lake, so that's good enough for one day. There's a little mud turtle, I think, just off the end of the dock. Hopefully you can see that, I'm not sure. So it's about midnight right now, and I had to get up for a little short walk in the woods, and there's a fantastic full moon over the lake, so got the camera out and made my short walk a little bit longer. So I'll show you what I'm doing, but first here's my construction disclaimer. So in my last video I had the floor almost framed in. Here you can see I've added a post where the wood stove is going to be, because that's about 400 pounds that just sits in one place. So the floor would sag there eventually without a post. Then I added some diagonals so that my taller posts don't rack sideways. Hopefully that'll work. And I got some help for a little while, as my buddy Mike and my wife are here. And here we're using some inch-thick styrofoam insulation that's reused from the roof of the old cabin. I use that to insulate the floor. I'm pretty excited about having an insulated floor, actually. It took about 2 days or so for the floor to warm up with the old cabin in the winter time. And here we've gotten far enough along that I feel like we deserve a break for a bit. So I've got some rainy weather on the way, and my help had to leave. Something about today being Sunday and having to work tomorrow, Monday, something. I don't know. I don't get it. But so this morning, really quick, we partially framed in 3 of my walls. This went super fast. We got them all done in about maybe 3 hours or even a little less. Just partially framed them enough so that I can continue to work on it by myself. I could have framed walls on my own, but I never would have been able to stand them up. So we left out window framing and some of the studs even in order to not have them get too heavy. So pretty good shape for me to keep working for a couple more days though, so super helpful. Exciting to have some walls going. So here's that rain I was talking about. So I'm kind of at a standstill here for a little while. So I made a little bit of a mistake here. It's not a big deal. It'll be an easy fix, but it might be a little bit interesting. This This is me a single pitch roof. This unframed wall is going to be the pie wall in front. So I want that wall to go all the way to the end of the platform. And what I did here is I framed my gable walls all the way to the end on both sides. I had thought about this before, but we were working really quick. But no big deal. I'll be able to cut that out and move it back a little bit. So I didn't get as far this time as I'd hoped to, because I had a lot of wet weather last couple days. But got one wall pretty well done anyway. You can see things taking shape. Eventually my kitchen is going to be along this wall, and this window will be over the sink, so I have a good view of the bunkhouse and the sauna while I'm doing my dishes. And the tall front wall, the 12-foot front wall, is the one I'm looking forward to. That's going to have a bunch of windows in it. That's coming up pretty soon. And here I'll show you how I planned where to put my window in the kitchen. I just laid out how big everything is going to be and where things land, so that I get the window in the right spot. So that's it for this time. I'll leave you with a little nature break. I've got some loons on my lake. And here comes an osprey. Yeah, there he is. Oh, there's an osprey move. I thought he might be going in after a fish there for a second. So that's it for this time. Next time up I'll be finishing framing my gable walls and hopefully getting that front wall framed and whatever else. Thanks for watching, and hope you come back for more.